So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Slack message summary using OpenAI and add to Todoist. Now suppose guys you and your team members use a dedicated Slack channel to communicate some important things. And you want that whenever a new message is sent on that particular Slack channel, you want to get a summary of that complete message and add it into a Todoist list as a new task or note over there. Now guys, the manual process of getting a message or reading a message from Slack, summarizing it and adding it into a Todoist can be very much repetitive and time-consuming task for you. So in this video, we will see how you can automate this process. So in this automation, the trigger will be receiving a new message on our Slack channel. So as we receive this new message, automatically using OpenAI, we are going to summarize it. We are going to create a summary of that particular message, and after that, we are going to add that summary as a new task in our Todoist account. Now guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Slack account. And in my Slack account, I have created this channel named as Project Data. Now I want that whenever any of my team members shares a message on this particular channel, I want to create a summary of that message, and then I want to add that summary of a message as a task in my Todoist account. So in this way, in my Todoist account, I have a complete summary of all the messages, conversation or important details shared on my Slack channel. And to create summary, we want to use OpenAI over here. Now to make this happen, we have to connect Slack, OpenAI and Todoist. And we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration platform to do so. So here you can see that we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard, and to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to the description of this video and you will get a free sign up link of Pabbly Connect. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After coming to this dashboard, just click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Slack to OpenAI to Todoist. And then just click on create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Slack account with Pabbly Connect in trigger window, so that every time a new message is shared on our Slack channel, automatically that message will be captured or received inside Pabbly Connect. So to do this, just select Slack in Choose App, just search for it and select Slack. After this, in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New Message. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Slack account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Slack button. Now after this, it is asking us token type. So to make connection with Slack, we have 2 different options. First one is a user-based token and second one is the bot-based token. So here in this help text in this box, you can see a hyperlink. Just click on it and it will take you to this page on our forum. And at this page, you will see the complete difference between a user-based token or a bot-based token. So you can use any type of token according to your choice. Right now, I want to use a user type token. So I'm entering user over here and click on save. Now when we click on save, because we have logged into a Slack account in our browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account over here. And after selecting it, we just have to scroll down and click on allow. And as we click on allow, we will see our Slack account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the only thing it asks us is to select channel. And in the drop-down below, here you can see a list of all the channels which we have created in our Slack account can be seen over here. So out of all of these Slack channels, from which Slack channel we want to get the new messages? So we have created this channel named as Project Data. And from this channel, we want to get new messages, summarize it and add it to Todoist. So here guys, in this drop-down, search for the same channel, Project Data. Just select it. And after selecting our channel, when we will click on the Save and Send Test Request button, the details of the most recent message, the last message which was sent on our Slack channel, will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So before clicking on Save and Send Test Request, let's share a new message over here in our Slack channel. So here guys, I have already copied a message. Let me paste it. And here it is. The message says, "Hello team, I hope you are doing well. I'm excited to announce a new project that we will be working on. It's an exciting opportunity to put your skills to the test and create something amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's enthusiasm and dedication to this project. I know that with our collective efforts, we can make something truly special. Let's all do our best and make this project a success. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks. So, this is the message which I'm going to send in my Slack channel, and we have sent it. After sending this message, let's get back to Pabbly Connect and click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. In this response, you can see the details of the same message, the most recent message sent on our Slack channel. Here you can see the user ID of the user who has shared the message. After that, here you can see the text, the exact text, exact message which was shared on our Slack channel. Here we have received that text as well. And when we will scroll down, we can see some other details over here. Like here in this element text, you can see the complete text once again over here. So in this way, guys, you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully received message from our Slack channel inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, what we want to do, we want to summarize this complete message. We want to create a summary of this complete message which we have received from Slack using OpenAI. And to do this, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in Choose App, search for OpenAI. Just select it. After selecting OpenAI, an action event from the drop-down, select the action event as Generate Content. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, guys, we have to connect our OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API token of OpenAI account. Now here you must be thinking how you can get this API token. So to get it, just log into your OpenAI account, and after that, on the right top corner, here you can see this profiles option. Just click on it, and from the drop down, click on View API Key. After coming to this View API Key page, here you can see that a list of all the API keys which we have created in OpenAI can be seen over here. Let me just remove one of our key, and then let's click on this Create New Secret Key button. And that is it. A new API key is generated in our OpenAI account. Let me just copy this API key from here and go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Click on Save. And when we click on Save, we will see our OpenAI account will get connected with Pabbly Connect as well. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is to select the AI model. And in the drop-down below, here you can see a list of all the AI models that ChatGPT or OpenAI offers. Out of all of this, we are going to use Text DaVinci 003, the most common model used by many people. So we are going to use this AI model to generate the summary of the message. Then it is asking us for the prompt. So here in prompt, we have to mention that what we want OpenAI to do. So we want OpenAI to summarize this complete message which we have received on our Slack channel. So I'm going to give a prompt as, for example, create a summary of this message. And after this, the same message which we have received from Slack over here on the message which we have received in trigger window, we are going to map this same message over here in this prompt section. Just click here, and from the drop down, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Slack of a new message. And out of all of this, select the response of text message and map it over here. So either you can use this element text or you can use this simple text response over here. So here, guys, right now I have just used this element text response where we have the complete message. Now after this, after giving the prompt that what do we want OpenAI to do, in the next field it is asking us max token, that what is the maximum token we want OpenAI to use to generate one single response, one single message summary. So I will just go with this 256 tokens just for the default value. If you want, you can actually reduce or increase the token as well. If you want, for example, you can use 10, 50 or 100 tokens, or you can use more than that as well. After selecting max token, it is asking us select sampling type. So here in the drop down, you can see there are two different types of sampling over here which OpenAI offers. If you require any help regarding what is the sampling type, what is the sampling value, presence penalty, frequency penalty, and stop sequence, we have a dedicated video on OpenAI live on the channel. You can actually refer to that video, or you can go to the playground of OpenAI and see what all these features actually do, what they actually mean, and how they affect the content you generate using OpenAI. Right now, in all of these fields, I am just going with the default values, like the sampling value, the default value is 0.7, so I'm selecting it. Then the presence penalty, the default value is 0, frequency penalty is also 0, and then in stop sequence, I'm just ignoring the stop sequence feature over here. At last, it asks us best of. That best of how many number of responses we want from OpenAI. Like if I select from the drop down best of 3, then OpenAI is going to generate 3 different summaries, 3 different responses for the prompt which I have created. And out of all of those 3, whichever is the best, OpenAI is going to give me that in response. But right now, I just don't want to create multiple responses, multiple answers from OpenAI. So I'm just selecting best of 1. And just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And in this response, you can see the complete summary of the message which we have shared on Slack. And have a great day. This message is informing the team of a new project and experiencing excitement and anticipation for the team to put their skills to use and work together and create something amazing. The speaker encouraged the team to ask any question or voice their concern and remind them to do their best to make the project a success. So guys, the same message which we have received from Slack inside Pabbly Connect workflow, using OpenAI, we have actually created and received a summary of the same message. Now after this, what we want to do? We want to add the summary of this message as a new task, as a new note in Todoist. So here to do so, just scroll down, click on this Add Action Step button, and here in Choose App, search for Todoist. Just select it. After selecting it, an action event from the drop-down, select the action event as Create a Task. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here you can see that we have to connect our Todoist account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API token of our Todoist account. Now here you must be thinking how you can get this API token. So to get it, just once again go to your Todoist account, and on the right top corner, you can see this profiles option over here. Just click on it and go to integrations. After coming to this integrations page, just go to developers section, and here you can see the API token of your Todoist account. Just copy this API token from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And then just click on save. And as we click on save, we will see our Todoist account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the content. Basically, what will be the heading of the task or the note which we are creating in Todoist. So I want the content to be new message in Slack. So this is the message, or this is the title of the new task which we want to create in Todoist. After this, it is asking us for the description. And in the description, I want to mention the same summary which we have generated of the message using OpenAI. So what we are going to do, we are going to map this message of summary over here in this description field. And as you all know, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop-down from OpenAI responses, select this response of the text which OpenAI has generated and map it over here. After mapping this, it is asking us for the project ID, that in our Todoist account, in which particular project we want to create this new task, add this data. So I want to add this data into this project named as project data. So here in Pabbly Connect, from the drop-down, I'm going to select the same project over here. After selecting the project, it is asking us for the section. And in the drop-down, here you can see both the sections which I have created in this particular project. First one is ongoing task and second one is Slack message. So as you can guess, I want to create the task, add the details in this Slack message project section. So I'm going to select that section over here. Then it is asking us for the parent ID, so you can ignore this field. And then it is asking us the formation or the human readable representation of due date, that what is the due date of this particular task. So here we don't want to add any kind of due date, so we can ignore these fields as well. Then it is asking us due time, label IDS, and assignee ID. So all of these fields are not actually mandatory, not required. So you can ignore these fields for now. And then it is asking us for the priority. So from the drop down, you can give any priority to this task. So I want to give the priority as natural. And then just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, using these details, a new task is created using basically the summary of the Slack message has been added as a new task in our Todoist account. So let's check it. We will go to Todoist. And yes guys, here you can see that under this section of Slack messages, a new task is created. The title of this task is New Message in Slack, and here in this section guys you can see the same summary of the message which we have created in Todoist. So this means guys the automation workflow which we have created in this video using Pabbly Connect is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new message in our Slack account, automatically using OpenAI, we are going to create a summary of this message and then we are going to add that particular message as a task or as a note in Todoist. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once in real time. So we will go to a Slack channel and we are going to send another message over here. So I'm just going to paste another message on my Slack channel and let's send it. So just now on our Slack channel, a new message is sent and we will see automatically within few seconds or few minutes over here, this message will be added as a new task in Todoist. Now it basically takes approximately 10 minutes for Pabbly Connect to capture the response from Slack. So the connection between Slack and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for new data in our Slack channel, new messages in our Slack channel every 10 minutes. So let's wait for a few minutes over here. Okay, so we have successfully waited for a few minutes. Now let's check our Todoist account. And yes guys, here you can see that a new task is created in Todoist and the same message which we have shared on our Slack channel, the summary of that message is now added in our Todoist account. So here you can see that the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now after setting up this automation guys, let me tell you, you can actually clone this exact same automation workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account. So you will get the clone link of this workflow in the description box below, and by clicking on that link, you can clone it to your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestions, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.